Hello, everyone. Good afternoon to you. And how are you doing today? And how well are you preparing for the new week? Well, for me, I'm going to be including the XAUUSD to my watch list based on some technical structures I was able to identify here. So I will advise that you stay tuned in so that you don't miss out on any of these ideas I will be dishing out during the course of this video. So before I go into the details, it's important I let you know that this is going to be a follow-up video to my previous analysis on the XAUUSD, where we were able to scoop over 500-600 pips thereabout on this pair. So we started the week at this at the structure here after identifying selling pressures right below the $1,800 level, and we continued to add more position as soon as price broke down the 1,785, as you can see here. So we had a position and we continue to ride a move to the downside. For those who would like to have a peep into how we took advantage of all these opportunities on the XAUUSD last week, I will be dropping the link to with daily commentaries to that video right in the comment section of this current video, so you can have a look of how we took advantage of the trading opportunities last week. So, with that being said, I want to scale back into the chat and let's see what is really going on in this market so that we can get ourselves prepared for the new week. Well, the first thing we observe here on the daily time frame, like I said in my previous video, we are on a bearish momentum. If we look at this from an holistic point of view, as after connecting the series of lower highs here, which is evident that price action has been very, very bearish. Then we can, besides this bearish trend line, is that very important key level at the $1,800 level, which has been a major determinant of price action since the beginning of the year. So, as you can see here, during the first half of the year, at least within the space of 7 months, we saw how the $1,800 level was holding by pressure. See what happened here again in the month of May before the final breakdown of that structure happened in the month of July. And since the breakdown in the month of July, price has continued to respect the $1,800 level. Price has continued to trade below that structure, further emphasizing the strength of the sellers at this particular point in time. However, when we look at what happened here since the breakout of that trend line, which also shares a confluence with that very important key level at the 1,680, price has continued to find higher highs. However, when we zoom closely into what has been happening here in the last 2 weeks, we saw that despite the fact that we have been witnessing the bullish momentum in the last month, price as soon as price got into the $1,800 level in the last 2 weeks, we begin to see sell pressure resume from that area. So, since the beginning of this month, we have been seeing selling pressure coming right below the $1,800 level to give us a sign that there are still traces of sellers at this juncture in this market. Now, if we take this current structure into consideration and look at how the bullish momentum started here in the month of November, we saw that we will be calling this an impulsive move. As we can see here, as soon as price got into the 1,800, we begin to see that the momentum, the bullish momentum, gradually was reducing due to the negation of the sellers at this area in this market. So I'm of the opinion that we might be looking forward to some profit taking activities. That is, those who took advantage of the bullish momentum right above the 1,680 at the beginning of the month of November might want to be taking some profit at this particular point in time. And this might likely reflect on the charts as a form of a retracement back into our golden zone area, where we shall be looking out for buying opportunity to join a possible trend continuation to the upside. So these are my views here on the XAUUSD. And the other scenario that might likely happen here is if price continue to the upside in such a way that a breakout of the $1,800 level happens, followed by buying pressure right above the structure, then we might be getting ready to join a bullish momentum, as the breakout of the 1800 should be a good sign that buyers have taken out all the sell position here to gain some liquidity to continue to push price to the upside. So these are the two scenarios we shall be looking at on the daily time frame. However, if we scale down to the lower time frame, we begin to see things more clearer, as I was able to identify some simple setups that will make our trading activity very, very easy for us this new week. But before I go into the details on what my expectations are on the lower time frame, I want to quickly share with you what I was able to spool out on the economic calendar, which is likely going to be serving as a catalyst for price action for this week. Well, if we look at this week, we saw that we are going to be focusing on events that will be affecting the US dollar. And if we look at the economic calendar here, the first one we are going to be looking forward to this week is on Thursday, December 22nd, and that is the gross domestic product annualized for quarter three. And this will coming up on Thursday, and there is the consensus on this one still remain the same as what happened the previous month. So let's see how this is going to be affecting price movement. Then on Friday we have the durable goods order and the non-defense capital goods order as well. So these are major events we shall be anticipating for this week, and definitely participants in this market will be looking forward to this event in order to bring liquidity into the market to give us a huge price movement, and we shall be seeing the reflection of this anticipation on the chart as price action. So let's scale back into the chart and let's see what I was able to pull out from my lower time frame. So going down to the 4 hours time frame on the XAUUSD, this is what I was able to find out, and I will be willing to let you see. Okay, all right, so here we are on the 4 hours time frame. And the first thing you would observe on the 4 hours time frame is that since the later part of the month of September, we saw our buy pressure accumulated around the 1620 level. You can see here. We can see also during the later part of the month of October, we saw another buy pressure there before it finally kick-started at the beginning of the month of November. And since the breakout of the structure, price has continued to find higher highs and higher lows. Then, in addition to the demand zone, is this bullish trend line. After connecting the series of higher lows, though we had the breakdown here, which evolved into a reversal pattern here, breaking out of the trend line one more time in the month of November. And since then, price has continued to respect that bullish trend line, as you can see here. So price has continued to respect that bullish trend line. So now, if we zoom into what has been happening here since the beginning of the month of December, you would notice that since on the 1st of December, sellers has resumed on this structure. Now, look at what we have here. Despite the bullish momentum here, we saw that as soon as the month of December started, the bullish momentum appeared to have reduced, as anytime price gets into the $1,815 level, we have been witnessing selling pressure from that area. So at this particular point in time, I was able to identify two structures, and that is the resistant level here at the $1,815 level, and then the support level here at the 1785. And if you look closely into the structure, you can see how the 1785 has also been a major determinant of price action since mid-November. We saw how this level was holding selling pressure at one point in time before the breakout happened here on the first day of this month. Then we can see how that level also has been holding by pressure. Another thing about the 1785 is the fact that it also shares a confluence with that bullish trend line that I showed you earlier. So now going into the new week, we at a critical point in the market where price is right around the 1795 and the 1785. So what I will be looking forward to this week is a situation where if I continue to see buy pressure right above the 1785, respecting that bullish trend line, we might be getting ready to join a rally to the upside. And if a breakout of the $1,815 level happens, we want to be adding more position to our existing trade. However, if the contrary happens here in such a way that we have a breakdown of the 1785, a level which shares a confluence with the bullish trend line here, I want to be seeing this as a bearish signal, after which I look forward to selling pressure right below the structure on my lower time frame to be thinking of getting ready to sell the XAUUSD. So I would like to pause the video at this point and let's hold on till the beginning of the week. But rest assured, I will be jumping in the comment section of this video to give you an update on what my intentions are after monitoring how participants in this market will be relating to the current structure here in order to make a decision for the week. I hope this video has been of immense help in making your personal decision on the XAUUSD for this week. And if it did, kindly support this project by clicking the like button. Don't forget to follow me on my TradingView platform at Dark Sherry so that you don't miss out on the regular updates and commentaries I used to share on every video. DARCSHERRY is the name on my TradingView platform. So I look forward to seeing you right in the comment section as we get prepared for the new week on Monday. Do have a wonderful evening. Bye bye.